youth them, it's not the set of youth them where me left a road, you know done. Because them man they gone, good soldier them fall along the way. You understand me? Set of man them where we
Absolutely.
combine and now was some man where the mindset is a different mindset from what we know, from how we really set things. So you have to try that way. Then we start decide what me for do. Get bad on them man. Because I can rare. Because I show them operate and them don't know me don't study them. But me I say, what? No, go in a survival mode. So that was what I adapted. I have to really deal with, the survival mode.
Well,
I'm
of
gonna say
course.
this because you express it. I'll say this is how I still there. Because one night
Mhm.
time, I reach a stage where every man, some man will know me, although most of them don't know me. That Max this and Max I go around the thing and you must know Bunny Wiz, you don't hear about Bunny Wiz,
Yeah,
right?
man, I know
Oh, you
Bunny with
mean
And
it.
I
them
mean,
them no virtue? You forget something.
all right,
Eh.
all right. So when I come a Bunny Wiz, I run it, I'm a run in a way, do Max set me with open arms still I know swelling and me, and the man, how we did about I start to take some little thing me youth. You understand me? Plastic smile, all kind of thing we start to take. See? So appear hypocrisy I go on. So guess what me do? We start play a super hypocrite role. Since the man them I deal with a hypocrisy, I becomes a super hypocrite. Then and I steal the amongst them and thing and but I know if I really steal not certain things with them, it not go work out right to me unless me this fight forget extremely out of order. You understand me? I mean, I think them way they become come and my family them and all political things. So you have to start think a different way, your mindset have to change them way there. So as I say, survival mode and we take the stand there, I'm still there.
But
Only for things.
you have to.
Yeah.
I've been just
Time to express
listen.
that right now. Me I go have time now, because me ask when I go have a talk. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been you hear you relate them thing there. One of the things that I can really say,
Hello?
Yes, I but there.
yeah, right now it's not by chance or appetancy or anything like that for you here today. It's by effort, determination, due diligence, common sense, and understand how to use the lesson that you learn from the experience. Those are all the things that keep you together and keep
A
you,
combination, yeah?
yeah, the
Yes.
total combination of those things.
Yes.
Because remember,
Yes.
you have to look,
Okay.
a lot of people, the reason why a lot of people, a lot of man not standing beside you or stand with you right now, or even still standing above ground right now, is because they never really have. I'm not no man, but plus I tell you that is just the way it
No,
is. They not really had, they didn't had certain things. The thinking process and the approach was totally different.
definitely.
You
Yes.
understand me? I
Yes.
say,
Yes.
yeah, you survive, and you make it because of who you really are. Nothing less, nothing more.
Uh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No, seriously, because I can relate to a lot of things because when I go to boom and come, after the bottom, I come back, I'm go back, when I go up there, I'm look, Socket is still alive and everything there. Bonnie Weezy and the youth them still and few man Django and couple. I think the Django couple of you them still about. But a lot of new youth start really coming now when we look at certain things. Because a man know say if the situation is right, man, not hesitate. Because I don't really like the crowd business and affect certain ways. So I go so boom and just you know move. And from a move from there, so um,
Why
it's
fight for them,
fortunately,
man?
yeah, fortunately, me and Bonnie Dread it cool. I'm go so boom, and from go so boom, I go up na the hills. And from go up na the hills, we don't look back.
Why fight?
Cause Cause from the time that I travel, start. So and every time I come down is I'll come down there and spend a couple years or whatever and just do my things and boom, boom, boom and just ease out and just keep on moving and just keep on moving and just totally international. See, because I don't
Yeah,
really deal with the bullshit. But the most important thing along the way is, I not really take my survival for granted, and I don't really get fixated and get stuck
I
in
don't
the
know.
past.
I'm to this Wi-Fi, you know.
I hear the eyes still, So it'll play itself out, man. Max.
Yeah, you there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
the signal drop, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, but it'll come
So
forward.
yeah. So
Nah,
along the
yeah,
way, along the way
signal
it's
drop,
just
man.
yeah,
But we hear the eyes still.
yes. Mm.
So go and
Yes, so,
talk
so,
now.
so yeah, so it goes. So along the way it's just just really just moving from one environment to the next and just continue to grow and evolve and
Oh,
grow and
shit.
evolve and grow. You know?
You know, me nah hear down, you know.
All right. Yeah, we have a bad connection. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, it's more than a
Hello?
Yes.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
You back online now?
Yes, I'm
Can you
hearing you
hear?
now.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah man, so it's just
Uh,
the way things really work
hello?
out. Yeah. Hello?
Yes, I.
Yeah, so you look like you have a bad connection still.
Well, you want me to reconnect again?
Hey, can we connect again still?
All
About a
right.
couple
Yeah.
minutes still.
Yeah. All right.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Keith McIntosh, known to the wider public as Keith Mindlink. I just want to remind everybody on the 23rd of this month at 3 p.m., we'll be holding a demonstration outside Stoke Newington Police Station. And the reason for the demonstration is because they've been refusing us late night license, and it's impacting on late night economy, bar staff, musicians, etc. And we have no way as a people to go and full joy ourselves. They have a lot of problems in Shoreditch, and they should be attending to that problem. But the problem is, those boys in Shoreditch have money and they can get big lawyers to defend them. So what they do, they punish black and ethnic groups. So I'm asking for your support on the 23rd of this month at 3 p.m. outside Stoke Newington Police Station, which you will be able to hear more. I'm just keeping it very short at the moment, but your support is needed. And remember, it's only the people can change things. We demonstrated for George Floyd over here, which is a good thing. But remember, we are facing the same problem as Americans are facing. Only the police are institutionally racist and they know how to cover their tracks. But we are here to expose their behavior. So I'm asking for your support next week, Wednesday, at 3 p.m. sharp outside Stoke Newington Police Station. Thank you very much.
That I tell you, say, Dan is a very technical man. I mean, I'm a bit charged,
Yeah.
Yeah. Very technical.
Yeah, me know, man.
Yeah, in technical way there. So, may I go live right now, but I'm going to try catch him.
Right,
Right? Cause,
right now. Right now.
yeah.
I think this are the convenient time.
No, you,
Uh,
how we going to run it?
really.
We're not going live.
Yeah.
We're not going live like visuals so them can see you.
I don't say well I'm afraid for nobody see me. When I say, okay, I do something, but go on and let me hear it.
No, well, what was the like? Sometimes in just the talk over that talk right now.
Okay, okay, okay.
Important thing is said because even earlier when we had reason. When I
Yes,
ain't no reason now to I and I self, you know. Is
definitely.
is for the youth them understand because listen, I and I come from Trenchtown and listen how Dan
Yes,
express himself just now, how him feel when him come a firehouse amongst the man them and how the man them would accept him.
yes.
That him still
Well,
have
out of all of the youth, them where they forward up here, you know. Dan was one of the man where him can say it himself. Why I really check for because there was something about him that attract me so much, you know. And I know I realized something positive. So he was one of the man who me really check for not a partial thing, but mostly, and him cannot express that and tell you. You understand me?
but
So
listen, me and him grew up
yeah,
together and play marble, you know. That's why
yes,
he hear me talk. Oh, me talk because me remember when him start come amongst the man them. That time me
yes,
still depend look a boy take step him step up.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. They say that a while,
No, but
a while they can
but
step up. Yeah.
no, but me have to watch because remember say you think me never want to come amongst the man them time that too. But
Uh,
me no reach, my levels no reach pan them levels yet. Me a still boy I find my way around on the road. Cause you see
yes.
when Freddy and Dana step with under your thing, you know. Them time the
Mm.
teenage giant a sprint me late, teenage giant and
Yes, yes,
Bevin at sprint me and Blacker. If you remember Carside Blacker, little Johnny.
yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Them and we are get sprint
yes.
because you know just come up with the thing just so. You have to be tested. Big man make you go lock that. Cause them never know if you understand. So you have to come through the thing before you reach certain level. So when Tim reach the level there, and I as youth, cause like I said, we play marble. See him there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Johnny Lord.
You still get old now. The whole away. But still, you don't look too old, man.
so,
You're a big man.
Huh?
Me, I make the thing
Man,
look like you're old, man.
so look, so
ask man,
Yeah,
how will you think me is now? Eh?
I tell you, you're supposed to have around 85.
No, maybe you'll not reach so far. See? But me's an old man. You go and talk. Me I hear you. Yes, thing.
Wait, no.
why? Listen, are you right? I saw look now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well,
Don't know.
glad to see, yeah, glad
Why I
to see the
hear
guy
not tell
still.
them, man. It's a pleasure for see the eye, man.
But tell you, like words can't do it. No, words can't do it, man. It's just like it's a beautiful moment, though. It's a beautiful
It is,
moment,
man. What's man, them, man? Ask, man. Him.
You want me get Mikey on it now? I, I,
Just talked to him yesterday.
yeah, time him tell me say I come check you in a some form or fashion.
I want to tell him, me, they tell him, say me, I go check him. I did want to do it today and about, I said tomorrow. Because I know him father I go down next week, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm going to say, I want to pay the respect that's still
Oh
my
yeah,
brethren father. So I want dead. You understand me?
yeah. Well, when you did
So,
it, you know, say did the fire talk. I make the link, so you know, stay there. Yeah,
represent.
yeah.
You know, I'm going to really, but I am reaching there no later than tomorrow. I check him still, you know.
Well,
But
that's
if you
good.
can link him, link him.
Well, him good at tomorrow, him good all busy. Him good all busy. Him good all
No,
busy.
next week Tuesday,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Next week Tuesday.
Let me see if it can get him.
Yeah. Next week Tuesday. Why, Tim, me I tell you, why, me I tell you, star, eh? Respect, man. I'm glad for see the eye. Years, memories, man. No, just certain memories, just, emotional, but that's how it go. We there. See,
Yeah,
we a lot of us that could have really link up them way, but you don't know.
And
The fittest have to survive still.
absolutely. But yeah, at the end of the day, you take what life give you and you just appreciate it for what it is. You understand what I say? And if you look at it and say, boy, right now, these are the chosen few.
It is, definitely.
like a hit song that.
Definitely, you know.
It's a hit,
Definitely,
it's a hit song that
you
to
know.
choose a few.
It's even this morning I speak still, and I did that with Mikey. I'm gonna say, you know, we are here for a purpose. Maybe
Absolutely.
we didn't recognize, but the man keep we have a purpose. Even though we are contributing to the purpose when keep us here to do. Since you ask man, it really expressing how him do already. We make them kind of link you, see?
Yeah.
Because this linkage, me I tell you, you know.
Well, everything our purpose in life still, And at the end of the day, you can't second guess life because
Yeah.
nobody have a crystal ball or nobody can be predictable about what.
Exactly right.
And
You know?
it's like when you're out there, you trod, you just trod with faith and confidence and just put in the next, and you don't say, boy, right, you're on your path, and you're on a journey, right? I just keep on going on the journey because that's the way it is. Sometimes you have a destination in mind, but before you get to the destination, you probably make a lot of detours.
You have to see it happen, seeing it
And
happen.
Listen to this,
You
Dan.
know, but
Listen to this, Dan. I talk to Jigo, yeah, John Garden. John Garden, the 45 year. And listen how John Garden describe it. He say 45 year ago, him get on the wrong bus, miss him stop. And it's 45 year after the bus finally stop to let him out. Him, no in that none with nobody. Him just on a yard and just say so. Him not in that
yeah,
nothing. It's like him come from Mars,
yeah,
John go a foreign when him speak. Listen to this, Max. Because we have a brother named John Garden, them call him Jigo. John Garden go a foreign. He was a privileged child. And him go up New York, like vacation. Him family does. Him go for vacation, cause high school boy. And John Garden now weed house. Like the whole island now weed house now. But him a yo. So I go a shop and the man them say, yo, follow me go a shop. But when I go a shop, police tackle me in a shop. And the police them handcuff me and put me in the cruiser. And John see this. And you know what John do? John come out and back it off and slap up the police them and release me, You see, after John do that, so John release me. You see, after John do that, the police them come for me. And then the man when release, end up give evidence against him, 45 years, This happened,
yeah.
I think this happened 1972. You hear me
Them
say?
time them I get sentence, yeah.
All right. But John do 45 years and down a yard right now. Can you imagine this? Just imagine when the eye touch forward road. You just describe how you come find road. Dan can describe how him find road when him come forward. When me touch yard, some police come for me at the airport. But when the police come for me, I look on the police, them like, who them people are? Because they don't look like police. Back in our time, police, CID boy look like school head teacher. Shirt
Yeah,
and
shirt
pants
in a
and
pants
yeah
and
and tie and them thing that. So police did look. So when them body come for me, I wonder, who them body are? So me just shut my mouth because some little boy them. And me just shut them out and act like me not no sense. And then just let me go and me go about my business. Then, here we got now. Me the virgin named Dove Chronicle from Warwick Isle. So him say, come here go check Black Doge. Them time the Black Doge up a pike you across road. So me go out there and a whole heap of man in a pike you. So me in there. But the news come in say police just stack some youth over somewhere over Alman Town way there and lick down 2 youth. So when me I hear, me just a come from Attica, you know. So hear me
Yeah.
now, hear the expression when me got lick out na the group of man them. What? The best cop is the dead cop. You see when me say that? The place gets silent. Remember say me just come from friend and that me express, you know. So I kind of get nervous because why the place gets so silent. So when I make a move now, Chronic said to me, say, the 2 boys, them will sit down side of your 2. The time them have a squad while run the place. Adams boy them, but forgot what them call themselves. But the man said to me, say, the 2 man them will,
Education.
no. Adam gave a squad them a run. But
All
Chronic
right,
tell
go
me,
on their thing.
yeah, Chronic tell me, say, the 2 boys them will sit down side of your ass. A police them, you know. Adams boy them, you know. So now me see why the place get quiet. You see, from that, me never look for the man again. From Warwick Isle to Ochi. Warwick Isle to Ochi. Me never go pan nothing. Me distance myself until me take up myself. Because I realize now, say, the game set different from how we did live the game.
Definitely, man, it affect me too, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
me tell you, so when me hear Dan say, him just tiptoe in and out, me understand because you don't know who is who again. Because the first thing,
All of us experience it in our own way. You understand me? We have to react in our own way.
yeah, and beat, that's
So
why,
you react, so Dan reacts, yeah.
yeah, because I want to say, I know by chance we survive, you know. It's not by
Yeah.
chance we survive.
No, no.
It's like
No
a
chance.
different type of instinct. It's that survival instinct that come from somewhere where,
And we know what we were doing.
yeah, because
You understand me?
you see, surviving right now, for I and I now becomes like a part of our mechanism where if a man attack to you, a misword can just trigger off where you just shut down and know it's a time for take for yourself from that situation because if you
Definitely.
don't,
Yeah.
you have to listen to your inner feelings. We have that.
Yeah.
Because me listen to yourself a while now. And me recognize now, say, even though Fedi never have where you are in terms of a network support system,
Yes.
network
Yeah.
support system in terms of just doing back the right thing. Because I think from what I hear now, is a different support you did get out of
Yes.
Fedi. Because Fedi is like Fedi go straight back in a Jonestown, because that's where him come from. But
Yes.
the people them when go, there was nobody that actually know him before him go in. You express that to him now.
That was one of the disadvantage. Yes. Yes.
Hey, hold a minute there. When we wanted to drop out, right? Go down a Jamaica with my mother, right? I think we tell drama about Mr. Little.
Yeah, man, you tell him about it. But tell
So
Max
Mr.
about
Little,
it.
right? And when we find out, and them say, my sister, and she say, yes, she knows it's about Mr. Little live. And the night, she carry me go over there, over Jonestown. I tell you, that night, we go in a place, and I say, boy, I would even want my dog live there, so. No, seriously, I couldn't recognize Jonestown that.
Yeah.
Not even my dog would want to live there, so, because you know, say, in a trench town, it's really bad. And them thing there. But Trenchtown was like a suburb compared to him go see the night there.
This is what I'm
Yes.
telling people now. The trench town when me see them at show. Me no know
Yeah.
that trench town there. And trench town is
Then
trench
done.
town. The trench town
Done.
where we know is like a paradise compared to the trench town now. Where they there?
Oh, I tell you.
It's still,
Ask man.
Yeah.
but I check say over there was jungle. Trenchtown.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I check say over there was jungle.
Uh-huh.
Well, listen which part jungle start from now. You see?
7th Street.
No,
7th Street.
You know? Yeah. You're right. Jungle start from 7th Street, Ambassador there, Asquith Street,
Yeah.
the whole section there, West Road, the whole section go up to Calvary. The whole of
Right
that.
to Calvary there. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a jungle. And up to Tank. Up
Mhm.
at
Yes.
14th Street
Right
where
at
Carlos
Tank.
them is there. All
That's
the
at the
stuff.
border. That's at the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So if
Hold on it.
So over the part,
Yeah.
the other side going back towards Greenwich Street, and them never did really build up. Because
Well,
like 10th Street, 9th Street, that side it.
That's in a Johnstone.
no.
No, I'm not about going back to
Let me answer. You see, from West Road, going back to which part we original come from,
Oh.
to Greenwich Street, them side there, them houses they get flattened. And I think them
Rose
build it,
Town.
yeah, but I think them build up the side they took somebody tell me say, you see, from 7th Street, go up West Road, the West Road that I get. House build up now they make like West Road and the whole of that's from it here. So it's like them build up from Calisime Drive, come over to West Road side. But I remember because when the saw get flattened, I was a part of that team there. We go clear out. You see which part we original come from, Dan?
Yeah, 8th Street. That's yeah.
No, we attack over the other side from bottom
Okay,
9th Street,
okay.
from bottom 9th Street, going straight up Greenwich Street, bottom 9th Street, going up to 14th Street. And
Okay.
I did it when they start clear up. But me no remember seeing where they build up there, because when me left here, they start still open land. Just lick down the place, just flatten out. So me no know. And when I go down there, me no have no reason for go around there, so because driving, if I drive through jungle, we come down Lincoln Road and come round and come down Calisime Drive and go straight through we my Spanish Town Road.
yeah. The reason why statement say boy right now, it would far worse
It is.
than when we know it. Okay.
But let me tell you why I said far worse now. You see, upper jungle is upper jungle. You see, from 7th Street, come down to Spanish Town Road.
Mm-hmm.
You see, over Barchampen side, after when you go over Westwood side and go over 1st Street, 2nd Street, 3rd Street, over which part Pirate them be there. And you remember Washi? Suckling. We used to walk with Freddy.
Yeah.
Over the side there, Bar Champagne side. Where now people come from country. And you remember all the 12 shilling a month yard, them the bigger have big space. So we are talking from Spanish Town Road now, go straight to 7th Street. You remember them yard there?
Yeah.
All right. Them call them the 12 shilling a month house them. Where the kitchen and bathroom outside and the house them like one, like a little block.
Yeah.
Them yard, they did have big yard space for picnic play and different things go on. Now people come from country and capture them yard space they know. And actually a build up house in a them yard space there. So the place now look worse than back a wall. And
Understand.
and guess
now.
what now? Them not have no shame. Nobody know. It's like it's like this so remain like, oh, we did not. Because in our time, it was ungoverned. But it worse now, ungoverned. And look, the little yard space where we are telling about the dead people put up concrete house.
Utilize it and not deal with it right. Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody, so now, and them are show it on 3D. And I tell you, say, this is the home of Bob Marley, Trench Town. And when you see it, them dep on a program too, where we don't know about because them dep on a strictly begging program. When we never grew up, no care how we don't have nothing, we don't never see a man a talk about beg your thing.
Yeah, mad. You know,
Yeah.
them people where used to pay rent, to the little place there, 7th Street, that's all.
Yeah.
One little housing office there.
Yeah.
You remember the little housing office there, 7th Street at the bridge there, so?
Yeah, man.
Some little. Yeah, one day me and Freddie not go feet.
They want to know that.
And say, well, when you go for the brinks, so I come for the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember the little office there, them used to pay rent.
I bet you don't remember the
Them
time.
people
I bet you don't remember the time when me and Sack and Blacker, the time them a build up down a thing there. Them a build up down a waterfront. Them a build up Minister of Justice down there, so. And Samson was the PA master on the site there. One Friday we go check Samson because we look at Jimmy. But when we go for the Jimmy and get the Jimmy, by the time we get the Jimmy, the PA master come. And when the PA master come, Samson says, see it there, can't get take, you know. And Sack slap it, the PA master with the Jimmy and me hold the leather bag. You saw me come off of the building, the whole site and chase me up Princess Street. When me look back at me around 200 helmet man and chase me. And you know what saved me? Because when you get involved, Max, when you get involved with it, but you remember, I tell you what they happen. Them chase me and I run up at Tower Street and I say mass up. I say mass up, come check tie down at this in Capri. And when him see me I come and the crowd that chase me, he just say come. And me jump in the car and him carry me going to the flowers. But when him carry me to the flowers, the man them at the flowers now scramble the money. Yeah, and that becomes like a big issue now because sports start get vexed as they right now theme boys and them shouldn't do that. And I think him sport they said you and Freddy go down, they go take the post office in a Tivoli and said, you remember that time there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
okay, yes.
Yeah,
I can remember that vividly.
Take for take. Them take away our money.
I can remember that vividly.
Yeah, man, tell you.
You see that incident,
yeah.
That specifically incident was an incident where the man them down, they never too like it, you know.
Me know that.
See?
But them time they would have prove who bad and who because them take away.
Then the post office get.
Yeah, because but why them couldn't do nothing? Because we did take a bigger food. We did take a bigger food and
Maga man wife did in the post
Yeah,
office. Me recall, man.
the money was
Yeah.
supposed to see the money cause we take the money, as youth. But through mass up, take me off of the scene, him drive me go
And
straight
carry
to
around
garden.
again.
So by the time I go to garden, Bunny, Buyer, mass up, Hungskolong, the whole of them, Samson, the whole of them just shoot up the money and we not get no money. So we come up town and cry. We come up town, cry to sport and tell sport what happened. And sport get vexed. And sport tell you and Freddy say, yo, go sort that out. So when you go down there,
Yeah, man. Me recall,
yeah, when you go
yeah.
down there, we never go down
Recall.
there, because the money, we just go take the post office, instant, just go take it.
Simple, just walk through Java and go across the bridge and just go deal with it. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Them never realize it.
it
All
get
when
take.
we gone, them no realize it happen.
Yeah,
You understand?
take for take, yeah. Nobody be there. So, like me I said, the time we are youth, them time we are youth that do a thing. And them know say that sport that say, oh, no, sir, our little youth, them. I want to take with the youth them things. I said, oh, no, go deal with it. So,
You see,
I find them time,
mentioned Samson,
eh?
When I speak a while ago, I never say nothing about Samson, You mention him, It's when I just go up. I live not Samson yard at Chestnut Lane there for so long,
Then the so
But
was
you
with
what happened,
HQ.
you see, through me start going with some things. Realize I bring too much pressure upon Samson and the people who are in there. Even
Yeah,
though them not say nothing. See?
yeah.
Some just take time, walk away. Check Samson still, because Benny come at a while too,
I
Seeing
know.
on the duck there and thing. Yeah, after a while and go down back. But Samson always one away, always,
All right.
always.
It's the Samson
You
now.
know?
It's the Samson now.
Yeah.
Oh, to me, Samson was the best man we ever run guard. To me.
Remember that.
Guys, Samson.
Remember that.
And that Samson made the dog garden. And Samson they deal with garden on a different level.
I know the circumstances why I'm come up still, I kind of understand it now fully. But at that time, the intricacy of the whole thing, I couldn't fathom it. You understand me?
No, because it's a
But,
Samson. Samson, as a
yeah,
Rasta man, him used to have a whole heap of uncontrollable youth. I
yes.
come down in a garden where,
You know that's why I'm still,
yeah,
man.
we not take no talk. And all Samson do is program we for go up and work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's that.
That's something.
So we grew up and we admire Samson for that. Yeah. When I grew up, like I say, I can't take this begging thing where it's like Jamaica becomes a begging culture.
No, yeah, the thing that one of the things that kind of really rubbed me wrong way, because when I eventually start, because a while I never travel to Jamaica, when I start go back to Jamaica, and when I realized that Jamaica become a nation of beggar,
Sure.
become a nation of beggar, it rubbed me the wrong way, because I know the people, the history. You understand what I'm saying? And I know, you're born and grow up Jamaica in a certain era or certain time, you might be poor, you get exposed to condition of poverty and hardship and all difficulty and everything there, but you have pride, you have integrity, you have dignity. And if you have
Yes.
step with a purpose, and the purpose is to be is a progressive purpose, you have to elevate yourself and your family and everything there. Now if you sit down and really, you understand what I say? So it was a culture like, the youth them they stop seeing it, stop thinking progressively. I understand Jamaica is a hard place,
You said them stop. Was they thinking progressively at any time?
Well,
That
the,
them vocabulary, man.
no, well, you see
Me
what
and
the condition of
yeah,
change, and as each generation come along, because is a mainstay of human society, and the younger
yeah,
generation, you understand what I say?
definitely.
But is the one before them, because if you don't really have people really before them, like elders, really have to tell them certain things and I give them the guidance and I really give them certain encouragement, then what really happened right now, they don't, their sense of purpose and the direction and the approach is totally different. Because even when we're growing up, even if you out there step, you have a big man pull you on the side and say, boy, right now, you know, this and so on and so forth. You have people still will really try to really influence you and try to really give you a progressive mindset. And even if you have step, a step for your purpose, because what? The quality of your quality as a man never necessarily judged by a tool in your hand.
Yeah.
Is the man behind the tool, or you think, or you approach life and so on and so forth, and everything. Because you have a lot of man who still have the tool in the man, but they're really ambitious.
Real talk, yeah.
Yeah, them ambitious. I want to see certain things. Them not judge them. The manhood are the future of their life strictly just in terms of that's just a means towards an end.
Yeah.
Yes,
It was not
definitely,
in itself.
definitely.
It was not in itself because I usually you're in a trench town and when you step across the border and look up on St. Andrew and you look up the people that drive them Jaguar and them Zephyr and them big car and them big house and you don't have the ghetto and your stuff and them thing there. You know, that's is an economic thing. Economic pressure
Yeah.
deal. And you try to survive on them condition there. But you get to a point where right now where certain element no longer exists and element who are really influence you them. You know, they really develop a certain type of program that put them the program the wrong way. Yeah, and no respect to anyone, but politics have play a lot of role in Jamaica youth demise.
The politician.
Seriously. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
but
No,
stop right there, sir. When,
you understand what I say?
yeah,
No,
we know that the politicians play a serious.
exploitation of youth them.
Yeah, but what did make we different?
You see, let me show you something. When we were growing up, we were in a period in time where there was a universal revolution taking place. A universal revolutionary taking place.
Right.
In Africa, in America, all over the world with black people.
All over the world.
You understand what I say? So even though we were in Jamaica, and Jamaica was a little place, we weren't completely isolated from the impact of what was really going on. Because a lot of us will come to certain time, those influence was very, very, very strong. Because we never have no social media and everything there, but we still hear about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. We still know what going on with Nelson Mandela, South Africa. We were getting Jamaica.
Let's go check out the war either. Yeah.
If you look at Jamaican history and who Jamaican is, you know, Jamaica's always has this streak of radicalism, going back as far back as slavery. And not only a sense of radicalism, but of a revolutionary mindset and a progressive mindset. Right?
Yeah.
That's the way it is. Right now, they have a book. If you ever have a chance, it's called Jamaica 1850. 1850.
Yeah.
That book was 15 years after the abolition of slavery in Jamaica. And when you really look how it's laid out, it's American art and rights, because at that time immediately after slavery, Jamaica want Jamaica to become like a territory of the United States, like Puerto Rico or Guam or those places.
Yeah.
Right? That's one of the things them was also pushing for. But if you look from that period of time come right on, a lot of the condition and the mindset of Jamaican back then still exists today. Jamaica always been a radical, very, very
Always.
you know,
And maybe that is the only thing that them youth are kind of keep, the radicalism. You understand me?
but you see, here's the difference now. The difference with this segment, radicalism and Barbarianism are the same. You understand what I say? Because right now, when we're going on, we respect woman, we respect elderly.
We respect family.
Yeah, family, you grew up in a community, and anybody, any little elderly people, my friend, my virgin mother is like my mother. Because she got to tell me the same thing that my mother tell me, because she want the same thing for her son that she really want for me. Look on compound, right? Look how many, it's so close knitted. And all the youth them up there is like the community are raised the children. Every man have a connection, family and otherwise, and everybody is just one big family. When you were a kid, if you go to the city and do something, a person see you do it and most of the wrong thing you do, and can't tell him, look on you and tell you, say,
Can talk to you, yes.
pick up and fly right. Don't do that. These are the consequences if you do certain things and so on and so forth. I'll say to you, damn, you know, if your mother see you shouldn't really, or your father know that, they won't be proud that please you. So why you do it? But you always have that sense of guidance here and encouragement. Yeah, that communal togetherness and that check. Today it's different. Because yeah, and the thing that really happened also, we weren't materialistic as the kids them today.
Not at all. Not
Oh,
at all.
we wear some nice clothes, Clark's booty, you know the time.
Yeah, but
We
you
like,
know,
But with an idiot, but you know, so it was idiot still. Me and Arcee and the rest of man them. Because when we go take what people things we get with.
I
And
know
stay
seven of
broke.
feel,
We
I
not
know
go
seven
flex.
you know seven of feel like now that. Me not-
Loosely, man. Me don't say that
Yeah,
loosely,
yeah,
man.
yeah. And that make we be who we is today, you know. The people them a
Yeah.
cry back for we,
Me
you
don't
know.
say that loosely, you
Them a
know.
cry back for our time. Cause the members say
it,
we always a give them things. And we are the
it's like
original giver things, you know.
you have the Robin Hood mentality.
Yeah, cause remember say a TV program with from all them time there, you know. Robin Hood.
Robin Hood
Yeah,
mentality.
man. Yeah, long time, man. Yeah, man. That is how we
Robin,
stay, man. You touch a vital point, Dan. Go on, yeah.
yeah,
Go on, talk. Yeah.
but today right now the level of selfishness, there's so much negativity seep into the culture right now, because we're really, unfortunately, Jamaica to some extent get Americanized, and not only Jamaica, the Caribbean period since the 1970 become Americanized, and them take on a lot of social values and principle and
From
approach to what,
America.
yeah, from America, and Jamaica have a tendency, you know, if an egg, we want in the red. But we
Yeah.
can be, if something is bad, we can take it and make it much more better. The worst of the worst. We can
And,
the worst of the
and
worst.
material become the central part of them things right now. Yeah. Yeah, man.
You know,
Yeah.
when you really look at all these changes, these social changes, and these conditional circumstances, you know, and then you had the politics and all the other things that really come in the mix, and you put everything in the mix. It really creates a very, very difficult situation, because you don't really understand how bad this thing is. Jamaica right now, about 92% of the population are African ancestry, right?
Have descendants?
Yes, black people,
Yes, yes, yes,
right?
definitely.
And Jamaican, we control maybe 1 to 2% of the economy.
I see where you're going. Go and
Make him
express
go on,
yourself.
man.
Yeah.
Most of the things that really happen in Jamaica, the negative things is black against black. We don't Jamaican black, the youth them not really, the people them who really have benefit from them oppression. Them not really go after them and do certain things. But every weekend you will have 5, 6 different funeral, and it's 5, 6 different black men that kill each other.
then most how
But
I know
stop.
black people now,
But
brother.
stop.
But you know,
But
How long we have 16 hours?
but
you know,
stop
see
right
the
there, sir.
Chinese, you
Stop
know,
right
see
there,
the
sir.
Syrian,
Stop right there, sir. Now, our generation was different in many aspects because
of course.
our generation they go off of ooh. Yeah, so keep that right. So how that shift come about because our generation is who we the target certain people. We never target ourselves.
No, but when you step towards a purpose and you step for certain people, you know, step on look upon when in a
Yeah.
neighborhood and everything that you
So
deserve
so
step on.
so what we want to know how that shift, how can I remember saying no, I held the whole way end up and come forward, come see a shift, you know. Cause me never the about when it shift. When me come out and see where it come to, it's like me lick my chip. When me come out and see, when me come back, come see, regardless of when me did left. Me have to take myself go as far as just know say boy Africa, me have to go deal it now. Cause this done, not the West it done.
I'm
Well,
sure
the
some
American culture did come in so much as Dan said a while ago, you know. The American culture find itself within the youth them not Jamaica during them time there. That's the whole party them becomes materialistic. You
but
understand me? And
exactly,
from
but
you become materialistic in a some sense, you're individualistic, saying. So therefore, there's something it change from the
big
material,
shift, big shift. Because what really happened? You up on a corner,
Yes.
lunchtime, and you buy a couple bulla, and everybody get a piece of the bulla. You run a boat, everybody a eat from the pot.
That was our
Whatever
thing.
it is, you have that. You the poor condition was hard, but you had a sense of you had something. We had something within us, the values and the principle that were instilled in us. Those are the things that keep us together. And the whole thing about love is something. Love wasn't just something an emotional expression. Love
Physical.
love was really
Yeah.
almost spiritual. Because when you look on a
Yes.
why I'm a virgin, I'm a love you, you know. Me
Yeah.
care for you.
With that gun.
You know,
The other day
you
me
know,
talk public say me
it's
love man.
total,
And that me
it's
tell
a
public
Yes.
say me love man. And it's like
a
them can't
psychological,
relate to that.
Yes.
you understand what I
Cause them
say?
youth say them no love
Because
no man.
Yeah.
So me no know.
when you love and you care for a man, you know, say, boy, you die for them. And a man will die for you.
Yeah, man.
And care for you. And you care for you alone, care for your family,
Yeah.
take care of each other, and so on and so forth.
That was how our love manifests itself.
And
Yes. Yes.
and the benefit that we have, one of the major benefits besides having this kind of this notion about love and the sense of purpose. Two things that really happened in Jamaica when we were growing up that was really critical. One was the universal revolutionary process that was really taking place in terms of black consciousness and black awakening. Very, very powerful
Mm-hmm.
because remember, Marcus Garvey, his mother come from Jamaica. And Marcus Garvey did something for black people that the world will never forget. Black people can never forget that, even if them don't really adhere or really follow. But black people, because what Marcus Garvey had done is leave an indelible impression on black people. Not only black people, the world.
The world over, yeah.
Black Garvey set, set certain virtue and philosophy that will endure all time for black people.
Like a
Right?
blueprint.
We have that. So even when we're talking about the universal revolution, Garvey was one of the founding fathers before the 60s.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah. Forerunner
Garvey
and that. Yes.
that him think that Garvey come from. Right? The 60s
Definitely.
from
I
19
start about that every day. Yeah.
we
Yeah.
talk about 50 years later, right?
Yeah.
The other thing that really happening too was Rastafari. Rastafari,
See my big smile.
Rastafari really the combination
Hey,
a universal revolutionary
as,
consciousness and with Rasta
hold it
give
for a minute,
Jamaican
Dan. Hold it for a minute, Dan. I hear they asked a question earlier. The last time you see MaxMan. But when you bring up the Rastafarian topic just now, yeah, I'm going to remind you the last time you see MaxMan. Yeah? The last time you see MaxMan, the MaxMan, Freddy, Farmer, something 3 Mile, the whole of with the you only the pan scene up on that thing, D-Nat. You and MaxMan in the pan. Yeah, can remember, it's when they say blacks a while. Remember, you know me I come from and see I come out of your cell. To go at the slap up, to go watch something with your locks down for you. You forgot to tell you with the whole of that is that GP. Max, you remember? So you and down the day, down the charge of murder too. And depan A not with the eye them. Yeah. Depan C not on the flat there. Say the farmer, the whole only depan that run. You don't remember that. I last time that, but I text you see, Max man. But you forget that. I don't know
yeah,
recall.
That
but
coming like a phenomenal remembrance, man.
yeah,
No, because
the,
me
the,
tell you
the
something, remember.
yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing, yeah, you might be right about that, but you're the point of, you know, the right now freely understand why we really reached the stage. You know, we went through, we had luxury and benefit of certain things that and luxury and benefit that you today don't have
In
because
terms of,
huh
in terms of,
Yeah, that me ask him such as our luxury and benefit.
Rastafari Rastafari give us a sense of direction, a sense of purpose,
sure, me I tell you, man.
and an outlook
Yeah.
towards life will never be replaced. Because
Almost that's so we get the teaching from the
right now,
Rasta.
dread.
Try now. I look at the try now, you know.
You know, have the luck.
Yeah.
You know, have the lucks. But what you have in terms of in the heart, what was instilled there
Yeah, yes.
will
Yeah.
never be removed. Only when
Come
you
on.
die.
You know what I tell them?
The teaching of the Rastas, man. I
Ma-
hit propel us. Hey, go on,
Remember,
express yourself, man. Yeah.
remember, you know. Just hold for a minute. Not show you how powerful the youth them not understand what's going. The level of awareness and consciousness that we reach at that time, especially and youth will never really go to high school and go to college and university and them
All
things
of
there.
us.
Sit down and really talk about no read no philosophical thesis and all different kind of thing.
Yeah.
At that time, the level of consciousness that we had reached and the reasonability that we have attained and the insight that we were able to really grasp towards life was beyond comprehension because you could never believe that a little people from off that little rock there could be capable enough, could be
Yeah, Rasta.
capable enough to really have this kind of insight. For example, I'll show you something simple. What are you to check this? The word I, right? We revolutionize the word high. High man, high tall, high and higher, everything. Right?
Aye.
Yeah.
I. And guess what happened? Today, high take over the world. But we don't get no credit for it because everything is I, from the internet to whatever.
Yeah.
Everything is high, iPhone, I this, I that, and I this. But we don't get no really recognition for high.
And now
And the
we own
example.
I.
But when we talk about high, no really when we talk about
I
high
and I.
nobody never
We are
stop.
the high. Yeah.
No, just think about the emphasis and the importance that we had placed on high.
Yeah.
I
That
stand
time.
for dominate.
Here you go.
Ah,
And
ah, ah.
look how I've been using the 21st century right now.
Mm.
And nobody don't see that relationship. We don't get no credit. We not even a footnote. Now here's an small example again. Part of our Rasta culture. We start reject a lot of things. We say we don't want no butter, we don't want no sugar, we don't want a lot of things.
Yes.
We're more conscious of how we're gonna eat and take care of our
Yeah.
body.
Yeah, with diet. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Vital food, and we were big in nutritional value and preservation and everything there. Right?
The level of sodium and whatever. Yeah. Yeah,
We
man.
never go to university. We
No.
never take up the nutritional book and read it and everything there. But yet we had that. And today, right now, everybody are vegetarian, this vegetarian, that, and I reject flour, butter, sugar, and all the things them that we don't reject a
And
long time.
this was out there for so long because the teachers were expressing these things all along and nobody, well, I listen. Definitely. See?
But okay,
Yeah.
right now we don't get the credit for them thing there.
No. No.
We originate them thing that we don't get.
Sometimes I listen to our program and I hear us emphasize on the value and what the input of the Rastafarian. I wonder if a lot of people are here. I wonder if them are listen. You know?
No. So I'm telling you, I'm saying this to really say that we were very fortunate and we were very privileged.
Definitely.
Get exposed to these insight, to these awareness, these knowledge, and have the guidance.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that really
Yeah.
attract a Jamaican youth, as a stepper, it's like you ride a horse or you're on a pole, and you have to do a balancing act. Like if you're on a bicycle, right? You have to do a balancing act. A lot of conscious youth in Jamaica growing up, them get caught between being a revolutionary and being a gangster, i.e., criminal. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a lot of youth have the radical and revolutionary mindset and want to go that direction. But because circumstances, them
But
also
what them can't differentiate.
huh?
Why I
No,
say?
it's not a question of can't differentiate, because one is a means towards an end, and the system label you a certain way because when you do certain things, you do it for self-preservation. You do it because of something you really have to do, and not something that you necessarily to do, but you do it because that's what you have to do, because you have to eat food and so on and so forth. That's why, for example,
Yes.
when back in the days when you grew up and you have Dillinger and all them youth there, right? We talk about original man them,
Me speak about him
right?
yesterday, Dillinger. In,
Yeah, when I talk about if you want to really go back like history and talk about man, when man a step, man them not a step for that just for themselves, we a step for the community. Because we know Miss B around there, so she have 5 kids. And they might have go to the bed tonight and them not have nothing. And if me have a pound or me have something something I could run, I can give me speed that. This is why you find a place like Trenchtown. As
And
hard,
my battery I go come in there, go and talk.
as
Go look
hard
at charger.
as
yeah.
Come in man, go.
Yeah.
as hard as it was, you have a lot of lawyers, doctors, very progressive people came out of that element. A lot of influential people come out of those environments,
Yeah man.
They were getting a lot of side Bob Marley, right?
Yeah.
when we was growing up, I know I used to go watch Heptones. I used to go watch Heptones them, Queers. I used to go about 13 to go watch Toots and the Metal them.
Yeah.
You understand? Queers.
Over beat, run a beat, a Greenwich Street,
You know that man for you?
Stranger and Gladdy, Stranger Colt
Diamonds
and
them,
Gladdy.
exactly. Tabby a little youth them where we grew up
With Tabby and Bonnie.
and them come diamonds.
Yeah.
When you go
Yeah.
you go down a boy
Yeah,
stone,
man, Tabby. You know how Tabby lives still.
yeah.
Up
Yell,
the road, so.
yell him for I and I. Yell him for time. Him don't know.
Right up the road, Tabby
You know,
lives, man.
but
Anytime I see my pass, man, I make him
no,
deal with talk here, man.
no, make him know say time know me and Dan properly. We grew up with him now. Yeah, play marble and them thing with him.
Up the top Tabby them. Yeah, yeah.
Delroy and all of them youth there. Man, we used to go to boy stone. All the man we come out all over the place there.
Yeah.
I remember when I grew up, it wasn't about no garrison community and them thing, You run east, north, south,
Bad, man. Oh, no, there was no political boundaries where we were concerned.
And when
You
you love,
understand me?
when you
See? That are the sort of unity where we have. And then again, everything go right back to the Rastaman again, One love. You hear me, I tell you? And, hey, them instilling us something that it is still embedded in a way, Every day, me hear Asman talk about it and emphasize on the Rastaman and the teachings. And if it go through them, I hear.
Listen what me like tell them. Me tell them say me not have no ball head friend. I'm go with head ball. Me say if you don't want to take Rasta out of us, you're gonna have to cut off we head because this thing is embedded in we total way of life. And we carry this thing where, remember saying, Rasta is a sovereignty where we carry this thing wherever we go, where a one law we are dealing and it's the Rasta law.
Yes.
So we don't recognize no other law wherever we go. No law, no other law, no govern we. And even within this time, we're not doing the things them that we were doing when we were a child. We all grew up. But we learn to live within various society with our skill to survive without even looking to the left or looking to the right. This is how we have become.
Irrespective of the inadequacies that we have had at that time. Yeah, man.
No, I show you something. At them time there, man, I miss to live loving because everywhere you go, if you go a compound, if you go like a land, you go control certain place, man, group of man,
everywhere.
Everyone just live loving. When I tell you,
We
say loving.
step everywhere. Yes.
Everywhere, man, them just
and we spread the culture. And by doing so, we spread the culture. We spread the sort of unity there, because our participation in going all over them places. When people hear so we leave from compound, go a garden, go a jungle, go, well, I could call the name, because man like call the name, Vikings, Zulu.
No, them, come on. Them have to know. Simple.
Yeah, but
I said then you go everywhere. Fletcher's land, how you go all about them place.
Yeah, them want to know how we go. Today, if a youth a move like how we used to move, them kill him. Them say my traitor.
I know.
Them say my news carrier. Them say my all of these things and kill him. And look for I and I. And I go, there's no news to carry. There's nothing to traitor about. There's nothing to inform about.
Crazy, man. Look here, I love and more progressive. You understand me?
Yeah. This is why I'm saying, when you really look at those two things right now, our generation was a special generation.
It was.
Very special. I'm not really saying that really in a very egotistical way or for toot a horn or anything like that, but just in a practical and a realistic way. When you really sit down and you really analyze and look at the condition and the circumstance, then look at all the historical evidence and everything that present itself. You had a special generation and you had some awesome soldier come out of that generation there.
You know what I say? Another week, yeah.
I'm not sure say really really interact with some youth. Some of them pass too young. Them pass away too young. Because when you really look at the definition of being a soldier, them youth fit the definition of soldier. When you really look at the quality where them really present. And sometimes, it's not even about reading and writing and anything there. Because you can read and write and you can be educated and you're educated fool and you're vicious and you're evil and all these kind of things with the education. But you have a lot of youth where love life, love people, and them firmly believe in the philosophy, believe in what they're really doing. And they believe in, one of the things they really believe in, they do goodness for goodness sake.
Militancy with compassion.
Absolutely. Well said. Well said. And along the way, a lot of people, because that's the way the struggle always been. Collateral damage, and some people, even though some people have to really get, you have to get step on because of the system.
We know that. Yeah, we know it happened.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but otherwise than that, you had a youth where really they really did a lot in terms of really setting like positive, a positive frame of reference. And it really go far beyond Jamaica, far beyond Jamaica, because it's some of them same people turn around and have major influence in different parts of the world. Whether them come to America and them Caribbeanize America, especially New York, or them go to London or wherever it is. And then look at people that would just come last year or
Yeah.
1980 babies. No. The people that veteran them, because they have a lot of people who really do some things and really they're not up on a forum or a pulpit and out up on front page. But they really leave their mark on their impression in a very, very significant way.
Yeah.
One of the things that
Not only as Jamaican, as Rasta, are also as conscious black people.
one of the things where I find is the mindset of the youth them now is that it's like when we was youth, we was always mindful of our culture, the man them before us, the people them before us, what they have done, how we can actually enhance. I find say the youth them nowadays is like them don't want to say now a tree all man a talk. Some long time thing that and just dismissive of it. So therefore, them not give no credit to the people them before them. For example, one of the time Capleton start a fire. And him just start burn out everything him put a fire upon. And that just get the youth them fire. The man burn fire so much that him burn out all planner. Can you imagine that? That never seen pan tour and pull him up and make him understand. Say, what you doing? Oh, you forgot burn out planner. My youth in a stand, start not because I never hear liquor shot yet. I never hear shoot nobody yet. So what kind of fire you are born? When I never burn no fire. We never beat no drum. We actually set the fire to make the change. I made have instruct him to go back, go correct that, which he did. But the youths them, every youth now have an ego where him claim say anything him I don't know how him start it. So at the mindset where them have. And when I take a stock and check them, I just tell them say my youth, you know, I done nothing where I never do before. It's just that we never take it from the angle that you take it. You what I say? So it's kind of hard.
You know, one of the things really that's a major concern right now. Major concern. We are in the 21st century, right? And this is the greatest period of human development is concerned so far as science and technology.
Definitely.
And the expectation was, or maybe is, that given the advance of science and technology, it should or would create more effective individual, more smarter, more intelligent, more brilliant, and so on and so forth. But it seems to have the opposite effect. Because in spite of all the advance of science and technology, when you really look at attitude, behavior, approach, value system, and a lot of critical, things that need to develop and really strengthen people and advance individual and society. A lot of people, a lot of youth, a lot of them lacking in a very serious way, because the purpose that they really try to really pursue, them don't really have like right now, the world over right now, even if you look in terms of black people, there's no strong voice speaking a message of empowerment. There are multiple voices speaking, and some of the voices must speak at the wrong voice. If you
Or
have
the
your
wrong intention. Yeah.
and wrong intention, if you have your role model and your role model is supposed to be a sport figure or just necessarily artist and or certain man, and them just deal with things on the superficial level, the facade, and not really understanding that fundamentally that you have to really have them have to have something very substantial that they can really hold on to and really guide them. It's not about really the material things. Material things comes and goes. If you don't really have a sense of purpose of say and see yourself having like an obligation to really make uplift yourself, your kids, your grandkids, uplift your community. If you don't have a living by like a certain set of ideals that is bigger than you, if everything that you see you measure by just by yourself, like you say, by your own ego and so on and so forth, because you don't, no individual represent the world, and the world doesn't revolve around one individual, because the individual come and goes, but the world goes on. So it is at that fundamental level right now where the youth really need to really reboot, refresh, and begin to really understand that. And the message that they need to really get is that especially with black youth, they have to reboot and go back to what it is to really develop a consciousness.
You see, I listen to you carefully, and you're on point. But I am saying that all of them youth, they are equipped, with all the advanced technology that you express, seeing them
Mm-hmm.
equipped with it, seeing all the knowledge and things that can be beneficial to the betterment of mankind right now, right? They are.
Absolutely.
But the thing is, as I expressed before, they are so individualistic, right? Materialistic and individualistic. That is how they are right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
That man is for himself. Because he want to prove say not done thing because this supersede the done business, right? He want to prove say well then he is the person. You understand me? It's a competition thing when we see it, you know. Who can be the biggest at this? Who can be the biggest at that? Not for the people anymore. Not for the people around you anymore. You understand me? You are individualists. That is when I say I go on, appear that I say I go on, ask I say that I say I go on. I don't know from your perspective, you know, but that is how I see it, you know?
I think that the difference technology is good, but
It is.
I think them place too much emphasis on and Google technology. So, for example, Dan, if you see a youth under 40 right now, and you ask him anything, any question, him can tell you how time head.
Reach him phone.
Yeah, he might tell you, say, Google it. But Google just come in a couple years ago when you're dealing with us. You over. And some of the information in our Google too, because we are talking now, real talk, is not correct. And how I know that? If you ask Google which part Salt Lane did there in a Kingston, Google can't find that.
Yeah, man, him a tell you say go find us, man.
Well, you know, you know something is an important point that you're making up. But you know the saddest thing at the end of the day, we can talk about. For me, you can talk about mankind, and you can talk about all different kind of different issue, but it always come back to us as being a black person. To me, it really start and end there because we, as a race of people, have unique experience. We play a unique role in the world, and we've been struggling with a lot of issues for thousands of years. And whatever we're doing right now, we always have to understand that we have to really step up, rethink our position because we will continue to spend many thousand more years dealing with the same struggles, being in the same position, being taught off the same way. But where we feel right now to really making an advancement is that we move away from this consciousness that we have. Um, Google and the internet, they serve their purpose. But like you said, it shouldn't be a situation whereby
the go-to.
knowing yourself and you understand yourself, you run to Google. Because here's what really happened right now. Before Google and the internet, they used to have textbook with a lot of misinformation about black people. Disinformation, information slanted, right?
Yep.
When Google came about, they incorporate those same information in digital form. So the same information moved from a manual script to a digital form, and it was never being corrected. Fortunately, over the past 50 years, Black Scholar have done a tremendous job in terms of really set the record straight in many, many ways.
You know, so
Yeah,
that's what,
yeah.
you know, so that's what the program where Iman is developing is the end result that I hope to achieve. At least now, who could have tell say we could have this three manner now with this vast amount of knowledge where we come off of the rock, never go nobody university or nobody school, self-taught and develop ourselves to this level. Our history, if I never come up with this now in terms of how me say the world have become. I don't know if Max would have write a book or Dan would have write a book, but I always struggle with the idea of writing a book. But then I realized that I check and see every man will attempt to write a book. Drop before the book publish. So in this farm where I choose, it's like a digital farm, the modern way, where this will left, where at some stage the youth them can go listen back and realize, and they might learn something from each and I. Because if my approach to life right now, if me I talk to a man, I'm hear 50 things. If 5 of the things them resonate to me when me can relate to, then me learn something. Because those 5 things, I will process them and try to apply them as best as it is to my existence. So I think with moving with the world right now, I think this is a good thing that I am trying to do in terms of just leaving something to the youth them for look pan and give them something for check pan, for balance, for know say at least here it is the street, because we are elder now, we are not youth no more, street elder, where from home here the runnings are run on the ground there, so. No, you can't have a thing for reach MaxMan edge with the approach where them
Yeah,
approach.
Well, you mentioned something very important still, and I just really say this is not just be like critical of the UM, okay? Um, like in the sense that it's just no, it's not a issue of being really just offering criticism. It's also have to be able to really indicate a way, something that can really help them. Um, because just leave it at level of criticism and condemnation, that's not going to help them. Like you said, is being able to really have something that they can really reflect on, something that can really help to really assist and enhance their growth and development and the insight. But you see, at the end of the day, it's going to take something very powerful, almost miraculous, almost magical to really turn the mindset of the youth them around today. Because the power, the force of the social norm, values, and the social forces, um, which they have to really, which confront them, is nothing compared to those that confront us in our time. I'm saying that because when you really look on the world in a different way, the existential struggle, especially for Black people, is different than the 21st century from what it was in the 20th century. Because today is the greatest period. There's no period in history where social control has been done so effectively as today.
Because of economical.
No, not economical. The economics is a part of it, but the biggest part of it, I think, is the psychological part,
Well,
the mental control. Because right now, today, it's a struggle. It's a struggle for man's mind, and the struggle for mental control and mental enslavement, manipulation. To the biggest struggle you have to fight against right now, you involve in. I would say the biggest struggle we all involved in is the protection of the thought process. You have to be able to really protect your mind. Because before, like, Bob Marley said, and a lot of other, great individuals that have insight said, I talk about the impact of mental enslavement.
yeah.
And the struggle to really, physical enslavement is one thing, but mental enslavement is different. And today, mental enslavement is being used in a very refined and very sophisticated way because of the tool, the technological and scientific tool that we have at our disposal, our mankind as a whole working with right now. And if the youth them don't really have this awareness, then they're not going to be able to really protect themselves. Because misinformation and disinformation, you're planting the thought, the seed, an idea in their mind, and you can really manipulate the mind. Then you're manipulating the attitude, the behavior, the approach, the way you think, the way you're gonna act. So part of the whole shift in consciousness is to have to realize that you have to begin to really think about how you're gonna protect your mind and what you're gonna allow to digest, as opposed to allow yourself to be an autopilot. Because few people have the luxury right now today of really sitting back and really thinking independent thought,
All
We are
right.
so
Yeah.
we're so controlled because you pick up your iPhone, you get breaking news. You turn on you have social media. You have information sources hit you every which way.
Manipulation. Yeah. Manipulation of the mind, right?
Every,
Manipulation, yeah.
and
Saying
that
about
this
the
is the thing.
system designed to do this.
This has become the greatest struggle right now. Information revolutionary. Greatest struggle right now. The struggle is to protect your thought process, protect your mind. Because what goes in will produce what comes out.
Yeah.
If you think
Say,
garbage,
the
garbage.
But that's the max.
huh?
But that's it.
No, I am saying that there's so much information that is being disseminated right now by the same particular scientific system that I just
Absolutely.
explained a while ago. See? So,
Absolutely.
we're going to change this. because the youth them is so manipulated in this respect, right? What how the mindset going to change since the system continue, seeing to disseminate these sort of, because everywhere you go is a different information. As man said a while ago, information from here, information from there. How are you if you are not consciously enough for independently dissect them sort of information? We're going to happen. The majority of youth now pay that amount of attention to what is being fed. You understand me?
Yeah.
Because as you say, social media have it, Facebook have that, saying, do these youth have the time to individually dissect this?
Well,
I don't know.
well, you see, and
Maybe you can
yeah,
explain.
this become the most difficult thing that we really have to really overcome right now. Because you can, no matter how much insight and awareness that you have, and no matter how good your intention is, but if you can't really get people attention and get them to really kind of listen, at least listen to what you're really saying, and we could have listened to reasoning, because when we're Dread attack or Hillary or certain people attack, we could have stand up and we listen and so on and so forth. And we process, we observe. Now,
Yeah.
the question that you asked is a very, very good one, because without the only way the only way out, because right now information right now and knowledge, like you said, being disseminated in a way whereby it's very dispersed and very powerful. And in order, and it's like a global competition for the mind.
I like the description. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's why I'm talking about the thought process, because part of the thought process is right now.
Mark.
Most human being right now today,
Yeah.
most human, it's like this. Most human being today, you remember, they're flying on autopilot. What I mean by autopilot is that if you're a pilot and you have a flight plan, and you have to really go to a certain elevation, and say, for instance, after you reach 35,000 feet, right? Once you really reach that, you don't have to fly. You just put the plane on autopilot and fly itself.
Yeah, you see it, right? Yeah, you fly.
Well, average human being today right now are flying on autopilot.
Yes.
Because every meaningful thing for their life, what they eat, what they think, what they do, what they wear, what they see, their opinion, their ideas, and so on and so forth, do not belong to them.
It's not their one. It's not their one. And point. It's not their one. That's the exact thing I'm asking.
And they're on autopilot.
Yeah.
They just give it and they just fly with it.
Yeah.
Because, and this is why I go back to say, I'm saying the greatest struggle right now is protection of the thought process, protection of your mind. Because if you can't really protect your mind and your thought process, you cannot really take yourself.
You can't, nobody, you can, right, yes.
So, and because remember, if in order to really act effectively, you have to think effectively. In order to have responsible behavior, you have to be able to think responsible.
Responsible. Yeah.
Right? So if you can't think right, you're not going to act right, you're not going to behave right. And it take discipline, take patience, and take a strong desire to think in a very progressive way. And as it is right now, people are very short and patient. and time.
I was just going to ask if, all those qualities that you have expressed a while ago, if these people possess these things, you know? I mean, with today world, you understand me?
Well, it's
You know?
that's so different. That's so critical and how delicate the situation become, because when you really look at it, we want instant gratification. We are an autopilot. We're plugged in. We're wired. We're plugged in. We're wired. We get top up every time. Your waking hours, the average individual today, waking hours, they get locked into something.
Yeah, yeah, man.
And what they get locked
You
into,
know?
tell them what to do, how to do it, and so on and so forth.
Max, you and Dan go and reason. Me look at that come from school around
Yeah,
20
but
minutes.
Yeah, man. Deal with your thing.
we have to really do it again too, because I work up on the road, I have errands
Yeah.
to go run.
All right. Me
But
go
you know
share.
what? No.
Me go share me look at that dinner.
It was a great pleasure, Dan, right? But
Yeah.
one thing I ask you, Dan, before you leave. Dr. Young, what you said the association with Dr. Young?
I'll get your number from RC, but
Yeah.
and I'll make it get a link, because doctor, I said brother,
Again, see the world small. See the
but
world
you don't know that,
small.
but
No, me gonna say the world small.
you don't know that, but I'm not share that. I never share that. I said brother, I talk about.
All right. So,
But
at the big link
hear
that.
me now.
Max,
Hear
big
me
link.
though, right?
You know, I don't hear nothing.
You don't hear nothing.
I don't hear you. No.
You hear me now?
I just see yeah, go on.
All right, my tell you say, what I do, I get the number from RC, and I make set, give a call, a youth name set, a stand brother, Dr. Young brother.
Hear me now, man. Hear me. You know why me insist for ask you a while ago? Because a Dr. Young me I look for.
Okay?
Well, all right, do that.
Yeah, so hear me out now.
Man, it's all right.
I'll make the link work. So what I do, I'll give me him number, send me
Yeah,
number.
man. That's covered.
I'm set up the link right now.
Yeah,
Hey, Max. Remember
man.
what me
Dr.
tell
Young,
you?
I'm a good friend, man. Yeah.
Max, remember me tell you? There one link, for the link make.
I want to
It's
I
gonna
want
just see it so. It's like every day is a different link.
Yeah,
all right, maybe. Respect. See?
send me the number. I
Yeah.
want me to me buy set and make set roll to Aston, and what we do, then we take it from there.
All right, cool. Respect.
Salute. Salute.
Don't know. See? Every time.
My friend give me the freedom.
Remember?
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The show continue.
Yeah. Bless
All
up.
right. So
Bless.
yeah, be safe, man.
Bless. Bless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Irene.